Welcome to And Then There Were Three. I'm Anna.
I'm Kaley.
And I'm Katie.
Oh my gosh.
Can't wait to see how Kaley's going to introduce her name.
I'm always like on the edge of my seat. Like, what is Kaley going to say her name?
Rate today out of 1 through 10. I think today was a good 8.
Oh, nice.
That was good. That was good enthusiasm. Last week it was like a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, you had no.
I'm Kaley.
I'm Kaley.
Like you were pissed.
And I hate my life and my friends. They suck. That's what you sounded like. Oh my gosh, guys. Katie Trout is in studio with me. She's right next to me. I can touch her, feel her. We can kiss.
Ew,
we can hug. We have this ongoing joke. Katie does some of our friends' makeup, and we call it the mommy salon because Katie's
my friends call me mommy.
Just the mom of everything, no matter what.
And so I put them in my
mom of
desk.
Everything.
I put them like on my desk chair, and then I do their makeup, and we call it the mommy salon. And one time I was just like fucking with Anna, and I was like doing her makeup, but I was like doing it really weird and like pounding like the brush on her face and just doing a bunch of weird things to her. And then what even happened?
Well, you're like, close her eyes.
Oh yeah, because I had to do something with her eyelids or something.
Yeah, and I was like, are you gonna kiss me?
and then right in that moment, Kaley walked in, and I was like, what if you walked in and Anna and I were just kissing at the mommy salon?
Oh my god, so funny, guys. Oh, hilarious. Well, I have a little clip to play before we started the show. Pat had to get on his hands and knees and get under this table that we're sitting on to help us put the cords in the microphones, and this is what he did. Listen, everyone. Where is he?
You need to show Kaley. He literally looks like a cat, and he's hissing at us.
Pat, are you a cat? Are you like a furry, or what's going on?
Yeah, I tuck my tail in every day. Yeah.
I tuck my tail in every day.
Quickly, I want to bring up something from the last episode that I feel like our listeners might not have caught because Kaley just kept talking. Surprise, surprise. But so we were talking about Kaley's unfortunate sideburn scenario and how she was affected by it. And then Kaley went on to say, and I went on TikTok and there was a whole community affected like by this. Basically, instead of saying like there was a lot of people that had this happen to them, she was like, and it happened to a whole community on TikTok.
I picked up on
that is like a normal saying though, like a whole community. Like
there's a whole TikTok community.
There's a whole TikTok community, but you're like there was a whole community of them, and then Pat goes like a whole town, like a whole town just woke up with sideburns one day.
That'd be tragic.
That would be tragic.
Yeah.
Like,
that would be tragic.
You know, you think so back to all the tornadoes that went through towns, Hurricane Katrina, but no, an even worse catastrophe would be everyone waking up with sideburns.
I mean, imagine the interviews on the street, like the lady crying in the front yard.
Oh my God, how long have you had the burns?
Woke up with them.
The SBs.
The SBs. The SB syndrome.
The SB syndrome. Okay, also, I guess Kaley and Katie. What?
Sorry, my nails are just like super outgrown, so I cut them off, and this one's about to come off, and I can't get it, and I need it off.
Okay.
They're so ugly. Okay, sorry.
So, apparently Kaley and Katie both have lists for this episode. I'm very impressed and shocked, and...
I always have a list.
Okay.
I've lately always brought something to the table.
She has,
lately.
yeah. I'm impressed with
Thank
both
God.
of you. Thank God.
Thank God, because I honestly think that my lists are superior.
Whoa. All right. Well,
not like compared to you guys, just like in general. Like
okay. You're the best.
I feel like my lists.
That's why I always tell you to come and bring some
because
my
lists
so good. Come to me usually while I'm driving a car for some reason. Like I have my best revolutionary thoughts while I'm driving a car.
Speaking of Kaley driving a car, I texted the other day in our group chat that I pray once a month for Kaley's driving. I'm not even kidding.
That's probably a good idea.
It's so scary.
It's so scary.
Is
oh
it?
my God.
Yes, Pat.
Why is it so scary?
It's like you're in Rainbow Road Mario Kart.
Kaley. It's just so chaotic, and she gets so distracted, then she misses every exit that she's supposed to take.
She
and
also
then her music is so loud, then she yells at every single
driver.
car.
Like she has the worst road rage ever for no reason. Anyways,
I really don't anymore though. I like since moving here,
it's
feel
like ingrained
I don't.
that you have road rage for me though.
True. I can't unsee it.
I can't unsee the road rage.
Rainbow Road
I don't think I do anymore because like I am not in a comfortable.
You're like an F1 driver.
She has no idea what
Pat,
that is.
yeah, she
I
doesn't
don't
know what that is.
means. I don't know what that means either.
It's a sport. Pat, what were you saying about Rainbow Road?
That's the one in space, right?
Yes.
That's a scare. That I couldn't play that even on whatever. It gave me too much anxiety. So I can understand if that's what it's like. You need to pray for her.
Yeah.
I know. I think I'm gonna start praying maybe twice a week now.
Yeah.
I literally go like 50 down the interstate because the drivers here, I thought like Nebraska drivers were bad, but the drivers here actually give no fucks. And like literally yesterday, Brooke and I were going to run some errands and she was like, no, I'm driving, Kaley. I can't deal with your driving right now. And I'm like, okay,
See,
fine.
that's what we're talking about.
And seriously, these people like
These
there were
cases
multiple
are
times-
helping your opinion on your driving.
I'm not saying I'm a good driver, but I have gotten better about my road rage.
Good.
Good. That helps.
I'm not saying I'm a good driver.
We just don't want you to get like killed.
I know, and that's why I drive 50 down the interstate because I'm like, there's no point in me trying to pass a car just to like
Be grandma
get in a
driver
car
like me.
crash. I have been a grandma driver.
Good.
Didn't
Remember
you
we-
chase some lady down the street a few months ago?
on foot. That was in
yeah, on
Nashville.
foot. But still, that's kind of ragey.
That was ketchup.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of real.
Oh,
It's
okay.
only if people deserve it. It's not like out of the blue. Like I'm like, fuck you. Like it's like you deserve to be
Out of the blue.
chased.
These are all like second degree,
Oh.
first degree,
Yeah.
not third degree, not
It's like
manslaughters.
it's like they started it. Like I would never start something.
I can never imagine you starting anything, Kaley.
Is that sarcasm?
Yeah. Let's start with Katie's list because I want to see.
No, I want to hear what Kaley has
Okay,
to
let's
say.
start with Kaylee's list.
Okay, well, so Katie purchased these boots, and so
Thought you were gonna say
Kat and I are our
Katie
friend, leasing
purchased
agent
these
girl.
boobs.
I just described Kat so strangely, but we've mentioned her on the pod before. So anyway, she works at our apartment complex, and now she's one of our BFFs in Arizona. Anyways, but so I did an unboxing in front of Kat because I'm like, I want to see what these boots are because I couldn't remember what they looked like, and I was like, God damn, they're tall. And then I was like, I don't think I've ever seen Katie in heels this high. And so then I was like, well, maybe in Vegas. And then it got me thinking.
I love how Anna just knew where this was going.
And then it got me thinking because I'm like, honestly, I don't think I took it. Like, I was like, I don't remember what Katie wore in Vegas, but I feel like that was like the last time that she would have because I don't know where the fuck else we would have gone in high heels. And so then I'm like, wait, you have to see the funniest thing ever.
We haven't even gotten to the point of the
okay,
story yet.
So Anna is like, how tall are you? Like 5'4"?
5'5" and a
Like,
half.
You're not that tall. So
A
like, you
height that can rock
wear-
fucking
yeah.
stilettos
You can
and
rock some
still not
heels.
be over like towering over men. Okay, like this girl can rock a good 4-inch
good
heel
size, yeah.
and still be the same height as me.
Yeah. And we're also
And-
rocking like 4-inch heels, 3-inch heels in Vegas, and me and Kaley are both
Yeah.
a little over 5'7".
And Anna, I don't know. She decided to bring literal like
Fourth
mini kitten heels. Like, they weren't even kitten heels. Like
sandals
literal,
at that point.
4th-inch heels. Like that. Me as a 6-year-old, I wore taller shoes than these ones. I would say.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be uncomfortable.
And she still was uncomfortable.
I still was
And she
uncomfortable.
that Sunday, this girl had like literally.
No, her heels were like
3/4
seriously a quarter of an inch. Like she had the shortest heels on, and she is one of the shorter people.
I still
in our
got
friends-
let
She
into the
was
clubs.
limping through the airport because her feet
Limping.
hurt after.
We're gonna post a picture of these shoes because it is so
You can.
funny.
That's fine.
And they're tan. They're like
Kat,
tan.
do you want to see?
They're like-
I probably have it like
okay.
already pulled up on my.
The
Yeah, I wanna see
shoes
it.
On
are
my
they're
phone.
tan and they strap on the back. Like, did you get them from Target?
I think they were from Target. They weren't mine. I think they were my sister's. And some bitch
Limping through the airport after wearing.
who fucking took that of me. I hate them. It's probably you
I
guys.
think it was me. I think it was a video. Then I screenshot it. 'cause
But
I
like,
was
okay, but
laughing
at
so hard.
the time, we never noticed them because we were all just like in our own little world.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like when we like went back and we were looking through them, like someone was like, "What?
Anna
When did you
wearing
wear
those
these?"
heels?
And then I'm like, "Wait a minute, you were limping through the airport because of these
I was
shoes?
wearing
Like, what
higher
the hell?"
heels at the
Alright.
airport.
Those weren't the ones that did it for me. So actually, I had 2 pairs of those. I brought.
I was wearing Sheen 4-inch heels.
And then I wore another pair to the pool that effed me up. That's why I was limping, because I had such bad like blisters on the back. So it wasn't necessarily those, but yes, I would agree that it's very bad and funny. Would I do that again? Probably not. But I was valuing my comfort over my sexiness.
Dude, why are
they're not sexy. They're just not like.
I wouldn't consider those heels sexy.
So uncomfortable.
Heels are not nice.
Heels. The most annoying thing ever is when someone's wearing shoes that are just uncomfortable and they're just talking about it and complaining about it the whole time and they're like limping. Our roommate,
You're
Brooke,
literally adding Brooke right now.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say
You're just telling a story of someone.
I'm fucking about to if you guys don't shut the fuck up. Our
roommate, rip my ears out.
Our roommate Brooke wore these boots, these white boots. They're probably from Shein as well, and they're
from Pretty Little Thing, which isn't any better.
Pretty Little Thing, and she wears these shoes, and she is like actually limping the whole entire night. And then we're like on the dance floor later that night, and she's like okay, actually earlier that night she made Kaley take off her shoes and massage her feet, like she was getting a foot massage.
We're in the middle of a club basically, and I'm massaging her feet, and then I was like, you know what, I don't want to hear you complain anymore, like I'll switch shoes with you for a little bit. And I put them on, and these were like tall fucking heels, like, and I could like feel the cement ground below my feet. Like these shoes had no cushion, nothing. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, I can't proceed with my night with these shoes on my feet. And so I made her switch them back to hers.
And so she has them back on. We're upstairs like on the dance floor or whatever. And she's like leaning back on her heels because it's like maybe like to relieve pressure or something. And she just falls straight on her ass on the dance floor. But like as she's falling, it's like in slow motion. And she's like grabbing my hands for help. And she's like, and she's like a person that would not fall down like when she's drunk. Like she's
like very athletic, very coordinated.
Yeah, and like would very put together. And so when I saw her falling, I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen you like fall like that before.
Also in Vegas, I got exposed because you guys made me show my Amazon searches.
No, I just grabbed your phone.
No, you grabbed my phone.
I would love to see your Amazon searches.
I don't know who was
this
telling
was messed up. This was messed up.
I don't remember who
they like actually tricked me. Yeah, that's what actually happened. They tricked me.
So I think I was like, let me see your Amazon. I want to order something. Okay, so we grab Anna's phone,
I can't wait.
And it is like sexy going out top, like sexy shoes.
You Google that or you put that in Amazon, not Google?
Sexy set.
That's amazing.
Like everything she looked up was sexy.
Funny because like we all do it. Like we all type that, but it was just like funny, like catching someone, especially Anna, in that moment. Like
and then I started reading them out loud, and you were.
And one of them said Gucci dupe ring, I think.
It was.
I didn't buy one. I didn't buy one.
That is like more vulnerable than like a Safari search. Like that, like showing like word for word what you were looking for.
Oh, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
Oh, Pat, you should pull up your latest searches on Google.
Everyone show up your it's
on Google or on Amazon?
Either.
Amazon. Honestly, if you have someone funny like in your friend group and you want a good laugh, ask them to pull up their TikTok searches and also their Amazon searches because it's honestly always so funny.
Pat, do you have any good ones?
You would think I was a pervert.
Oh God.
Body camera. Duct tape, legit. And then a cooler.
Oh my God, are you killing someone?
Then, well, I don't know, maybe. And then my wife Googled pants or whatever, searched pants. Those are hers.
On Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
What about on Google?
Google.
How to kill.
How to kill my wife.
I Googled. The last thing I Googled was what's a flying fish?
What is a flying fish?
It's a flying fish. That's what.
I've seen a flying fish.
Why were you wondering?
Because Beth didn't believe me, and it's a flying fish, like a fucking trout.
No,
with wings.
those were everywhere in Hawaii.
They were flying?
Boats.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. I thought they were birds.
Hawaii.
No
I thought
shit.
they were birds. They're flying fish.
No shit.
It's a goddamn flying fish.
My Safari searches are so boring.
What are they?
I wish I had something funny. Wordle.
Yeah, I would say mine's.
Oh, I looked up Airbnbs in Maui because I want to go to Hawaii.
Ooh, she wants to go to Hawaii.
And then doctors links because I'm currently still trying to look for a doctor here. I don't know what the issue is. and then Bay
Mine are all
Sushi.
sports.
And then Bay Sushi. Guys, it's April. That is crazy. It was just I have something to go off.
It was just March.
No, it's like April. I feel like this part of the
It
year.
was just March and now it's April. Oh my God.
I feel
Brace
like
yourself.
This part of the year just goes by so quickly.
Yes.
But it was April Fool's Day. Did you have any funny jokes that you did?
No, but last year, actually, yes, I did something to Kaley.
But it was just April. It was on a Saturday, so I feel like that's kind of funny to have April Fool's Day on a Saturday because you're probably with your friends or whatever. So I was over at a friend's house, and there was like a bunch of like couples that were there, and one of the girls, she was just like in a funny drunk mood, and we were like, hey, you should pull April Fool's prank on your boyfriend. And so we're like at this like party hangout or whatever, and she's like, I'm gonna tell him that I sharted my pants and we have to go. And so she goes up to her boyfriend, and like only us three girls on the couch like knew, so we were like sitting and watching this happen. And she was like, hey, like I need to go, like I just sharted my pants. And his face just drops blank. He's like, what? You did what? She's like I fully have poop in my pants, like we have to go. He was like fuck. He was like, are you
No
serious?
questions.
And like looked her up and down. She's like, yeah, like we need to go. And he's like, okay, let me go say bye and we can go.
It's like the nicest response you
it's
could
like
ever
such
get. Like a boyfriend that's
such
just
a-
like,
How did she
all right,
tell him
like,
that it was a joke?
And then because he was like, he walked away. She's like, April Fools. And then he just kept walking because he was like, what the hell? Like, and then she went up to the guy that owned the apartment, and she goes, hey, like he was sitting down talking to another girl, and she goes, hey, I need you to come here. I need to talk to you really quick. And he's like, what? Like, just say it out loud. She's like, no, it's serious. Like, come here. She goes, I just pooped and clogged the toilet and it's overflowing right now. And he's like, what? He's like, there's a toilet plunger right next to it. Like, you can just do it. And she's like, I've never done it before. Like, I need you to go and do it for me. And he was like, damn, like, okay, let me go. And he's like, who's in there? And she's like, I don't know, some of the guys. And he goes to the bathroom, walks in the bathroom and goes, I heard there is a toilet that needs to be unclogged. And they're like, what are you talking about? And she was like, April Fool's.
he announced it?
Yes. Fuck. And like, it actually turned out to be, the guys ended
Like
up
he's
being really
coming to
nice.
save the fucking day.
Yeah, but it was funny
Superman.
because the guy's responses were actually really sweet. And like in her time of crisis that she had just sharted or absolutely just clogged the
Self-aware
toilet.
kings.
Yeah, so I don't know, it was funny.
Oh my God. I heard there's.
I told Kaley on April Fool's Day that the Ogallala Aquifer was going to cause Pangea again, and asked her if she saw the article about it. And she was like, oh my God, really? Like, that's crazy.
Dude, Kaley is
Kaley
so
will
gullible.
legit believe anything.
Dude, I'm sad that I didn't pull any other April Fool's pranks on you.
Like, you could actually be like,
I wouldn't have noticed.
Yesterday
We
she
live
went
across
for-
from the strip club. I don't know if we've ever mentioned that, honestly.
Yeah, we have. I
think we have,
Not
yeah.
for-
Yeah, we have.
We have? Oh, well, anyway, so we were driving the other day and we saw like a stripper waiting for her Uber or something. And my roommate was like, oh yeah, like she's waiting for her Uber because strippers don't have cars. They can't have cars. And I was like, oh, what? Why? Like, what are the rules on that? And they're like, Kaley, I'm fucking kidding. Why would that be a thing?
And then
But I'm like, okay, actually though, it's kind of believable because
you need a
have you
stripper
ever
license.
seen a stripper driving?
Probably. Have you ever seen a stripper driving?
are they driving in their
Like
full
pull up to the
outfit?
strip club in a car.
I don't know.
Who's avidly watching
At
a
like
strip club
4
now?
when they show up for their shift. Like nobody gets there like when
Well,
they're.
Pat
Our
used
strip
to
club's
work
open
across
all
from
day.
one.
Yeah, well, that was before Uber too, so they probably had to have cars, or they're like their dad
Taxis.
dropped them off or whatever.
Their pimp.
Oh,
Their
Kaylee's
pimp.
so gullible that she went on a walk the other day. She's like, I'm scared of getting kidnapped or something. I don't know why. And then Brooke goes, you know, it's more likely to get kidnapped during the day. And Kaylee was like, really? Because it was the middle of the day. And I said, and she was wearing a bright orange set. And I go, you know, it's more likely to get kidnapped if you're wearing an orange set. And she was like, you guys are fucking with me.
You know, Kaley, I got your back, because if somebody says something like super like with conviction and like they know what they're talking about, I'm all in too.
Yeah, like no hesitation.
Yeah.
I didn't say I was scared to get kidnapped. I was just like, I hate walking alone. Like, it's just so boring. And then Brooke said that, and I was like, oh shit, really? Like, I didn't know that.
Kaylee's so curious and thinks that I have the answer to everything. And sometimes I just give her complete bullshit and just say it with such confidence because she'll be like, okay.
She'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
But I love it. She's just so trusting and loyal. She's like a golden.
Because then if I'm like,
golden
I don't
retriever.
know.
Golden.
Okay.
She's our
I want
golden
to talk
retriever.
about this. Okay, it's almost been a year since we graduated college, and my Snapchat memories are like making me so sad sometimes. And something that keeps popping up on my Snapchat stories is the beloved pink dildo.
Oh, the pink dildo.
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Have we ever talked about that?
No.
I don't think we've ever. So
How have we forgotten?
So this pink dildo was founded our junior year of college. And our friend Cindy Heinrich was like at a crane machine, you know, where you can get like stuffed animals and stuff. Well, this one had sex toys, and she won a pink dildo, and then
light ups.
Yeah,
light up.
Sparkly.
Sparkly pink. It was
And
awesome.
so for the rest of the night, we were like holding it up and just like having fun with it or whatever. And then it just became a tradition. Like every time we went out, you had to bring the dildo.
Yeah, like someone brought it in their purse.
They'd be like, "Did you have the dildo? Did you bring it?"
Like,
And
to
then
the
like once
clubs.
you got enough drinks in, you would just whip it out and start like slapping people with it.
Slapping
for,
people
like-
at the bar with a dildo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Wow.
shoving it in their mouth.
Oh my God. And it was lighting up at the time?
No,
we lost
the
the
lights broke. The lights broke shortly after.
The lights broke right after we got it, but we
Like,
would just
everyone
whip
knew
it
that
out
we
in the
would-
clubs.
Yeah, everyone would know that we had this, and then we'd look at our stories like later in the day. People would like pose with it and like smile with the dildo.
We would do it to people who didn't know really us at all. But like the funny part is that no one questioned where or how, like why we had a pink dildo. Like
Because
there
it
was
was
like
always
nobody
there.
asked. They just like took it and fucking ran with it.
Yeah.
Which was probably the funniest part of it all.
So if you're wondering where that dildo is now, it's actually like somewhere in a dumpster, but it was left at my college house, and like we were all moving out, and like all of our parents are there, and someone decided to stick it on the stairwell,
Oh my God.
like right by my room in the basement. And like I think Sydney's parents came down, they're like, oh, like why, what is that? And they're like, you just have no idea. Like that is
What, like whose
It's such a-
dildo is
it's
that?
such a
Like,
memory.
It's no one's.
no.
It's ours.
It would
Memory
it's
and
the
now it's
goon.
gone.
don't yeah, no one yeah, you shouldn't use that. It'd give you diseases for sure. But that was definitely a core memory from college. Okay,
My
Kaylee.
birthday's in a month.
And your birthday's in a month, and we're gonna go crazy. I feel a hello coming.
Oh my God,
I knew
actually
it.
is coming.
Guys, somehow Kaylee's technology isn't working, so we had to call her into the podcast. And hello, Kaley, can you hear us?
Yes.
Maybe me and Katie should just end the show, and you just sit there and pretend like you're talking, but you're not.
Okay.
I don't think she likes that idea.
All right, tell us your list, Kaylee.
Okay.
You sound so funny right now. It sounds like a voicemail at the start of a rap.
Yeah.
Okay, I have my
Are you
list.
drunk right now?
I think I'm gonna call Drake. Hello.
Okay, I had a list, and I'll further elaborate next time when I don't sound like a intro to a song. But I have Boys Are Babies, People Cutting Me Off,
Great.
My Memory Gets Erased in Stores, and then Cottage Cheese.
And cottage cheese. Okay.
What do you have to say about cottage cheese?
Well, you have to wait until next time.
It's a cliffhanger.
And that's how we're gonna
She's
leave it.
cliffhanging on us.
Are you gonna remember though?
Don't
Yeah.
go into a store if you're going to
Don't
get
go
your
into a store.
memory erased. All right, so those are the big menu items for the next episode, I guess. And I think we'll all be together in person because right now it's just Katie and myself in studio. Kaylee's feet are on her wall climbing like Spider-Man right now, and she will be here. I just cannot wait for the electric energy that we'll bring when we're all together. It's going to be insane. No thoughts, Katie?
Anticipating the energy.
I'm anticipating the energy.